initiative is now well advanced. We are also very active in the process of setting the directions of the European policy and undertook specific non-standard actions such as signing an agreement with the opinion-making pan-Arabic satellite news channel Al Jazeera, which concerned the production of documentaries on the experience of the Polish political transformation. On a bilateral level, measures were taken of both political and humanitarian assistance, which aimed to show the new emerging governments our full support and solidarity. These measures included also gestures of a diplomatic character. Libya was a particular example. Poland did not join the coalition of the countries actively engaged in military operations there. In turn, we participated in the work of the contact group by extending help, both humanitarian and medical, and offering consultancy in support of transformation process in the political, social, and economic areas. Foreign Affairs Minister Radosław Sikorski was the first European politician who paid a visit to Benghazi on May 11, 2011, in the recognition of the Transitional Revolutionary Council. He traveled again to Libya in October 2011. Similar steps were taken with regard to the situation in Egypt, where our activities and support for democratic transformation focused in particular shaping a pattern apt for our partners in the Northern Africa. A variety of initiatives stretching from working visits to the region of the icons of the democratic transformation in Poland, Mr. Lech Wałęsa, Mr. Borusiewicz, wide expert participation in seminars conducted in Tunisia, to hosting frequently representatives of the new authorities and administration of different levels, they all form the framework of our strategy to promote the Polish experience, lessons right at the initial stage of the democratic transformation. A concrete development of this idea was the development of what turned out to be very successful expert trainings called SENSE, Strategic Economic Needs and Security Exercise Program, directed to representatives of various institutions, local administrations, trade unions, and political parties. These trainings, due to their attractive content, were soon extended to Egypt and Libya, with the perspective of further presentation to other Arab states, which would see a benefit in using the Polish lessons. A key point of the cooperation with the new authorities of Tunisia, as far as sharing transitional lessons is concerned, was an agreement to set up a Polish-Tunisian Institute for Democracy and Development, which will be tasked to organize trainings, information, and promotion programs addressed to public institutions, civil society, and academics. Ladies and gentlemen, the Arab Spring created a new climate in the bilateral relations between Poland and states in the region. The opportunities present for a new political opening have not been wasted. A positive attitude and offers for constructive cooperation have been recognized as appreciated, resulting in new political initiatives directed to our country in the last few months. Given the values appreciated in the Polish society and our attachment to the tradition of tolerance, it may be changing to recognize not only the potential but also actual, as shows the situation in Egypt, threats to religious minorities, especially the Christians, which is one of the whole a real danger for the democratic process in this part of the world. Poland has a moral duty stemming from our history and tradition, that these matters are studied both by the European Union and other international fora dealing with the protection of human rights. Ladies and gentlemen, today Poland is given a chance to strengthen its position in the Arab world. We enjoy a positive image there as a friendly country, dynamically developing with no colonial legacy. To keep up this positive trend of engagement, developed in the first months of the Arab Spring and transferring its effects on the economic field is a challenge. A challenge that would require coordinated and consequent actions of the institution implementing Polish foreign policy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Michał Morkoczynski. Ladies and gentlemen, less than a year ago, Professor Lev Tarana assumed the presidency of the university, which coincided with the 50th anniversary of the university. He's determined to leave an imprint and a legacy that could last for decades to come. Seen that way, I would say that the hallmark of his approach and vision is quality. His emphasis on quality has driven his vision for a better university in years to come. And now I call on Professor Lev Tarana to give a welcome speech.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على النبي العربي الهاشمي الأمين. Your Excellencies, the Ambassador of the Republic of Poland, President of the National Defense University, Vice President of Jagiellonian University, Director of the Department of Africa and the Middle East of the Polish Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Director of the Department of Offset Programs of the Polish Ministry of Economy, Dean of the School of International Studies and Political Science of the University of Jordan, Excellencies and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear students. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you today to the University of Jordan on the occasion of the opening of the conference, Poland, Jordan, European Union, a new role of Europe in the Middle East after the Arab Spring, which is the third in a series of very successful annual conferences organized by the Embassy of the Republic of Poland in Amman and the University of Jordan, represented by its School of International Studies and Political Science. For decades, education has been the story of the making of modern Jordan. And since its founding in 1962, by the royal decree of His Majesty the late King Hussein ibn Talal, the University of Jordan has been a significant part of this story. The university is the country's oldest four-year institution of higher education, and having celebrated last week its 50th anniversary under the patronage of His Majesty King Abdullah II, it has grown to become Jordan's largest and leading institution of higher education and has evolved into a comprehensive university with national and international prominence. The university has provided successive generations with solid education that was integral to their successes as civil servants, businessmen, politicians, scientists, and entrepreneurs. Today, it has two campuses in Amman and Aqaba, 25 faculties, 2 deanships, and 16 centers, in addition to many other supporting resources. It has about 1,650 faculty members and more than 2,000 part-time instructors, responsible for the education of 38,000 students, 2/3 of whom are female, and roughly 4,000 are postgraduate students. The university has also become a magnet for international students, who number about 3,000 coming from more than 60 countries. Despite previous successes, the challenges of the time and the needs of a knowledge-based society makes it imperative that the university charts new strategies for meeting these challenges. We indeed stand at a juncture of time when the university is poised to embark on a new era of global distinction and achievement. The university's mission is to become a pioneering university amongst globally ranked ones by providing the students with outstanding teaching and learning experience, by adapting research programs, by producing and spreading theoretical and applied knowledge, by contributing effectively to building lifelong learning culture, and by improving the quality of life at the local, regional, and global levels. Transforming its students, faculty, and staff into global citizens capable of engaging people and cultures all over the world is high on the university's agenda. We also envision the university to literally be an intellectual and cultural melting pot that reflects positively on the values, lives, and careers of those affiliated with it. The university hopes to continue to lead the society and to be the country's laboratory for innovation and scientific and cultural ventures. Co-organizing this conference is yet another manifestation of the University of Jordan's commitment to internationalization, outreach efforts, and cross-cultural exchanges. Your Excellencies, distinguished audience and students, as our world changes and develops in radically new ways, each nation must adapt under the leadership of His Majesty King Abdullah II. Jordan has successfully networked with our Arab neighbors and much of the international community. Investment, security, and steadiness persisted in Jordan in spite of many years of tribulation for the international community. As a result, our citizenry has prospered. Considering the European role in advancing democracy and development in the Middle East, the historical relations between the Arab world and Europe, and the recent events that came to be known as the Arab Spring, this conference comes as politically, socially, and economically crucial moments. I invite and urge you to make the most out of this conference and hope that you will forge concrete, collaborative activities and plans that will positively impact mankind's endeavors for peace, sustainable development, and human-friendly environment on Earth. Once more, I welcome you all and wish you a very productive conference and enjoyable stay in Jordan. May God bless you all, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Khalifa Tarauna. And now we come to the end of the first session. But unfortunately, we don't have a coffee break, but we do promise a rewarding lunch. So let me call on His Excellency Dr. Musa Brazat, the Commissioner General of Human Rights, and the people in the session. We have Professor Saad Aboudia, Dr. Mohammed Khair,